Opposite.
Desperate Democrats try to construct a firewall.
This is a 2-to-1 Democratic district, but the good news is these are conservative Democrats, and I can't tell you how many Democrats I've talked to that said, I'm a Democrat, but I'm not this kind of a Democrat.
The countdown to Election Day, right now, on Special Report.
Welcome to Washington. I'm Brett Baer. We're back at the Fox Big Board tonight where we're looking at some races across the country. We have a lot to talk about. First, the House races around the country, and that's where we begin. With the House. We have been talking about Republicans' efforts to take out Democratic incumbents. Tonight we have one of those in Pennsylvania, and that's where we begin. And it's in the 12th district of Pennsylvania. There we find Democrat Mark Kurtz. He's in a rematch against the man he defeated in a special election last spring, Republican Tim Burns. Now, just to show you how this district stands, and how equally split it is, look back to the presidential election in 2008. President Obama, 49%. John McCain, 49%. That's how close this district is. We also have another race in Pennsylvania that's going the other way. Chief Political Correspondent Carl Cameron is in the 12th tonight.
In rural western Pennsylvania with fellow GOP candidates, Tim Burns is struggling to become the first Republican to represent Pennsylvania's 12th congressional district in decades by ousting Democrat Mark Kurtz, who beat Burns by 8 points in a special election 6 months ago. Both are out to fill the seat held for 36 years by the powerful late chairman of the Defense Appropriations Committee, Democrat Jack Murtha.
You know, I've got an opponent here that his campaigns as a conservative. He's gone to Washington, and he's voted with Pelosi 94% of the time in his short time in office.
He has done nothing to say what he's going to do. It's all about why I'm bad.
Nancy Pelosi and House Democrats see a bright spot in Pennsylvania. They actually hope to knock off a GOP incumbent in Pennsylvania's 15th district.
Charlie Dent supported bank bailouts, big CEO bonuses, and job-killing policies that led to the recession. Congressman Dent, he works for Wall Street.
Three-term Republican incumbent Charlie Dent has a comfortable lead in the polls, but is nonetheless a top Democratic target facing Bethlehem Democratic Mayor John Callahan in a bruising fight.
How bad would Callahan be in Congress? As bad as Nancy Pelosi.
Including Dent, there are 7 potentially vulnerable Republican House seats aggressively targeted by Democrats nationwide. Louisiana 2, occupied by Joseph Gow. Hawaii 1 by Charles DeJoux. California 3 by Dan Lundgren. There are also open GOP seats targeted by Democrats in Delaware, Illinois' 10th, and Florida's 25th. Right now, the GOP needs a net gain of 39 more seats for the majority. So if Republicans were to lose 6 seats, the gross number of Democratic pickups the GOP would need would increase accordingly to perhaps 45. Republicans are very confident, however, that they can do that. Out of the 100 most competitive races, 91 are held by Democrats. Only 9 are by Republicans. The vulnerable Democrats are concentrated in the Midwest, in industrial, farm, rural, and urban areas, in the Old South, where conservatives may reassert their dominance, and in the Northeast, where Republicans were becoming an endangered species. Ironically, the most endangered Democrats may be the 54 fiscally conservative so-called blue dogs who often sided with Republicans against the Obama agenda. Almost half of those could be knocked off, Brett.
Carl Cameron live in McMurray, Pennsylvania tonight. Carl, thank you very much.